Alright, Matt, so I'm going to try to answer your questions really quick. Um, how do you add a page and have it appear on menu? So, I mean, adding a page is kind of all over the place. In the back end, you can go up here to pages and add new. You can hover over this on the back end or the front end over the plus and the new. Um, and pages right there. It should be on the front end as well. Yeah, as long as you're logged into the site, then it's right here. You can also directly edit it. Um, Edit with Visual Composer. I feel like the theme didn't come with Visual Composer, so I'm thinking that's something you guys added on later. Um, I mean, pretty much anything that you've edited with Visual Composer, I'm not going to know very much about. It uses it uses pretty heavy JavaScript to build out the page, which is all fine if it's not a high traffic page, but tends to put a lot of load on the server the more traffic it gets. And I just don't know that much about it. So to have it go to a menu, what you want to do is in the back end, go to the Appearance tab, and then you go to Menus, which will bring you to this page right here. You can see right here that here's your entire menu. Um, you can you can select different menus up here to edit. To pick a different one, I'm gonna do it. I don't know how many menus you guys have set up, but to edit a different one, you just select one of these, hit select, it will load the new menu. Whenever you come in, this area is really probably what you're most interested in. So there's pages, posts, and all this stuff. They all pretty much work they all work the exact same way for adding stuff to the menu. It just depends on what it is to add to the menu. So say I want to add the home page to the menu. I normally use search because it's a lot easier to find than like going through all of this. Most of the time, this will get you exactly what you want if you just use the right keyword. So I typed in home, and this is already showing up because I did it before I started this. So type in, there you go. Demo brought up City of Chardon Democrats. So what you want to do is you want to check the little checkbox, add to menu, and then it will dump it onto the menu. It dumps it down here, so you just drag and drop it anywhere you want. If you want it to be a sub menu like these are, you'd put it like that. If you want it to be a sub menu, you'd put it like that, and so on and so forth. I don't think there's any limit to how many sub menus you could have, or nested menus. That might be the right word. I don't know. To remove it, you just open it up and hit remove. To make a manual link, you could literally do anything. If you don't have the link readily available, or if you just wanted to refresh the page for whatever reason, the URL would just be pound, link text, and whatever you want. And there you go. Then you could add that to the menu and change it as necessary. I'm not going to save the menu because I don't, just in case I made some edit that I didn't mean to. So number 2. So any posts that are assigned a category already have a category page to view, which you could look at by going to the back end posts and then categories if you don't know what they are off the top of your head. And just hover over it and go to the view section. And then this would bring up any categories that are in education. Let's see if you have any in count right now. You can see how many posts are in each category. So you have 10 uncategorized. So there you go. This is what it will look like once you actually build out the categories. To link to this, all you do is copy and paste this link. Uncategorized is uncategorized. You can change the default post section to whatever you want, or the category post section to whatever you want. And settings, and I believe reading. It's in one of these. It's reading, writing, or general. Maybe discussion. I don't think so. So that only covers one thing. You should be able to. I don't even know if Visual Composer. So these category bases, it's a default theme for all the category pages. You might be able to make custom category pages based on, what each one is. Normally, the easiest thing to do is you could edit the category PHP file under Appearance Editor. I didn't mean to open a new window. And it's normally, category.php, which is category template. If you go through the code and find the right location, you could insert any code you want. So then that code would appear, well, really anywhere on the page that you want. Normally, to build this out a little bit, like if you just wanted like a picture and some basic text for categories, like an email subscription, so on and so forth, you just have to locate where this code is, and then place your snippet above and below. To have stuff expire from the home page after 2 days, and then goes to both the environment and the Donald Trump page. So whenever you're making a post, you can put it in as many categories as you want. Let's go over that. So if you edit the post, you can put it literally in any category that you want. So if you wanted to put it in environment and Donald Trump, people would be able to find it under both of those sections later. So, but to have it automatically expire after 2 days, that's not something that I know is capable. I mean, I guarantee it could be done with code. If it'd have to be like a PHP modifier where it's something like if post is older than 2 days, move to there. I'm sure if you researched enough on GitHub or many of the other coding websites, I'm sure someone would be able to help you out with it. Normally, you could actually ask the theme developer, and if it's, they're going to be better at even PHP coding and stuff like that than me. So he might be able to directly help you with or without costs. I don't know. You'd have to ask him. I guarantee that someone has wrote that code somewhere. But in terms of expiring, it's not really. That's nothing I've ever dealt with on WordPress. I'm sure that it's out there. I just don't know of it. So normally the way that this works, whenever your homepage is set to show the most recent, blog titles, it will show however many that you tell it to. So it looks like somewhere in the theme options is configured to 1. Static front page. Static front page is actually home. So let's see. Let's open these up. See if it's an option in Visual Composer. So that is set This actually doesn't have an option to change how many it shows at once. I just changed it to uncategorized. Like I just showed you, there is 10 in there. There's not an option right here for that. And I really don't know that much about Visual Composer. If this was a Vada theme, I'd tell you exactly how to sort it. Again, I mean, if you guys bought Visual Composer separate from a Vada theme, contact the developer, ask him the question. He might be able to help you. Normally, if it's something simple, they're they're not going to charge you anything extra. I just don't ever use Visual Composer for anything. It just adds unnecessary load. Yeah. So even this whole thing was just built front end Visual Composer, it looks like. Like normally something that will pull the most recent, categories, it will have more options than two. It will have options of how many you want to display, possibly a date in there. I know how many is definitely really common practice. That still only shows one. So then the only option that I see left, so there's two things that you'll probably want to dig more into. Under Visual Composer settings, you can build. So this actually seems like exactly what you want, except it's not. If there's a category option in here, then you could build a template in Visual Composer for categories, and you could tell which one to be which. So really, what you want to find is limiting how many posts are displayed in that area. Maybe popular news. I mean, that's probably going to display based on most comments or most views, but more than likely most comments. It should be something like blog. It's pretty much all of this. Whenever you're displaying categories, it's referred to just like blog things and themes and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm not sure I can help you too much more with number two, man. I don't know. Hopefully this video helped. I wish I could be more helpful. But if you need anything else, just let me know.